What is going on, the people of YouTube? Welcome back. My name is Majestic, and boy, oh boy, do we have a shit ton to talk about today. So as you guys know, the PS5 reveal event was very recently, talking about the newest games, the reveal of the PS5 itself, and of course, whether you guys like the design or hate the design. I personally like the design of the PS5. I think it, even though it looks like a Wi-Fi router, and the memes are funny, and the Reddit threads are hilarious, I get a fucking just joy seeing them every single day. I personally like it. I know people are clowning on it and it does look like a router, but honestly it looks better than, I guess, you know, the Xbox is honestly, even though I'm an Xbox fan, I've been playing it since 360. The Xbox honestly has this big bulky design, and it's just like it gets bulkier each time. Like the Xbox 360 was bulky. It was so bulky it came out with a slim. Then they released the Xbox One, which is bulky. And then it came out with the Xbox One S, which was a smaller version of the Xbox One. And then they came out with the Xbox One X, which is a smaller and faster version of the original Xbox One. Now we got the Xbox X series, which is like a big ass tower. So yeah, Microsoft, you know, I think the PS5, it's always dramatically different. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Xbox is a box, I get it, but PS5 is dramatically different the way it looks. But anyway, moving aside, there is a lot to be excited about, and there's a couple things that I really want to talk about, because even though PS5 did announce a lot of stuff and a lot of new games and stuff like that, there's only 3 that really caught my interest, which I'm going to talk about today. So the first 2 honorable mentions, which are games that I really didn't see enough of to really like at the moment. And one is just, I don't really know how it looks, just because the way that it's played, it looks like it's going to have some frame rate issues, and I think it's going to be a reason for a lot of the games. But the 2 honorable mentions are, of course, the new Ratchet and Clank and Squaresoft Enix's new game, Project Athena, or Anthea, or however you pronounce it. Either way, both of those games look interesting. You know, Ratchet and Clank definitely showing off the new loading screens where you can go between dimension to dimension. But I don't know if it was just like how it was being played or how it was broadcasted. There were some frame rate issues. There was more frame rate issues with another game we're going to talk about later on down the list. But for the most part, both of those games, like I said, Project Anthea was, of course, a cinematic. We don't got anything as far as it's coming to PS5. It's an exclusive to PS5. But Square has always put out some bangers. Most of the time, Final Fantasy 7, which we're still playing right now, is a fantastic game. It's almost a fucking masterpiece. I haven't finished it. Hopefully we'll finish it tonight while I'm getting this video up. Guys can check me out at twitch.tv/MajesticJester. Stream there about 5 times a week. Check me out. We'll be finishing the Final Fantasy 7 playthrough hopefully tonight while you guys are watching this video. Check me out there. Anyway, with that being said, they've always released bangers. Square's never released terrible games. So I have good hopes. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy or anything bad. It looks sick so far what we've seen. The cinematic looks great. So those are the 2 honorable mentions. But anyway, the first game that I really want to get into today and talk about is Spider-Man 5 or Spider-Man PS5 or whatever, Miles Morales. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because Spider-Man 4 has been a game highly recommended by you guys. I'm going to put up a poll after we finish Final Fantasy 7, because you guys have been wanting me to play Spider-Man PS4, which I have not played, but I hear amazing things about. And you guys have been wanting me to play Sekiro, which is also another amazing game that you guys want me to play. So, I'm going to put a poll up. Actually, just leave in the comment section. I'm not even putting a poll up. Leave in the comment section what game you want me to stream next, Sekiro or Spider-Man PS4, and that's the game that we'll play on stream next, because they're both long as shit. Anyway, Spider-Man PS4 I hear is a fantastic game. I've seen a lot of reviews on it. I've seen some trailers and stuff. It looks great. I heard the DLC for it's really good. Overall, solid game. One of the best games to come to the PS4. So I definitely want to play it. And now that Miles Morales is coming to the game, that makes it even more interesting. So I'm curious, but there's one thing I want to talk about with this. So apparently IGN came out with an article the other day saying that Spider-Man Miles Morales apparently is a DLC coming to Spider-Man PS4, which is coming to PS5. So it's a DLC that will be running on PS5. I guess Spider-Man PS4 is going to be, you know, on PS5. And then they're going to add the DLC for PS5 users. I don't know what the whole mess is with that, but apparently it's DLC. It's not an actual game, which is interesting. So more news on that, of course, if I figure anything out or anything else happens. But definitely interesting to talk about and see how they're going to do it. Either way, I haven't played Spider-Man PS4. So whether it's a DLC or whether it's a full-fledged game, I'm excited to play both of them. And it looks really strong and it looks really beautiful on the PS5. Anyway, moving forward. So the next game that I really want to talk about, which is another game that I haven't played previously, but it's a game that I played recently, if that makes sense, and that is Resident Evil 8. Now, I've played Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 recently. We did stream them again at Twitch TV/MajesticJester. Please check me out there. I stream 5 times a week. Anyway, moving forward. Resident Evil 3 I streamed recently was good, but was not as good as 2, which we also streamed not too long ago. Claire and Leon's A scenarios. And Resident Evil 2 I thought was a fucking phenomenal game. It's the perfect blend of horror. It's the perfect blend of action. It's the perfect blend of puzzles and using your brain and critical thinking. And I honestly think it's a really strong fucking remake as a game entirely. Just because Resident Evil 2 I played so long ago with one of my good friends, I'm Jinx, or Austin, way back in the day. He'll even tell you about it on the PS1. And I remember it being a lot different, of course, but the remake's pretty accurate as far as the events. Like some of the tellings down, like Chief Irons and how he dies and stuff like that's different. Of course, the side missions, that Claire has and stuff like that with Sherry and her going through the orphanage. All that's such a nice touch and twist to the scenario of the Resident Evil 2 story. So I liked it. I think it's good. I haven't beat the B scenarios. That's something we're going to stream very, very soon. But overall, Resident Evil 2 was a very strong game. So Resident Evil 8, you guys have been talking really highly about. I love Resident Evil 2. I liked Resident Evil 3. I didn't say I love it. It was very, very short. Honestly, it could have been DLC and we could have been fine with it. But Capcom wanted to make it a full-fledged game. I don't know. Maybe because money. But that's not my problem or my concern. So, Resident Evil 7 I haven't played, a game on the list, but you guys have told me it's fantastic. Right after we finished 2 was one of the games you guys recommended, but where RE3 was coming out at the time, like a week before, we played RE3 instead. So, maybe I'll give RE7 a whirl. Apparently, I don't know any of these characters, but Chris apparently is a bad guy now, it looks like. And there's a new character named Ethan. I don't know anything about these characters, but there's werewolves. It's got that Resident Evil 4-esque and vibe to it, and aesthetic that's going on. I really fuck with that because I think RE4 is a fantastic game, probably one of the greatest games ever made. Definitely top 5, top 10. So I'm excited. It looks great. The only thing that did bother me again when we're talking about frame rates is that when they showed off the demo, and it was all cinematics when they were showing the RE8 trailer, a lot of that looked like it was running at like 15 to 20 frames. Like I said, I don't know if it's just a presentation thing, but it says all in-game footage on the PS5. So if that's the case, then PS5 might be lacking some power, and that's pretty scary shit. Anyway, moving forward. So the last and final game that I want to talk about, which you guys probably have already assumed or guessed what I was going to talk about, is the Demon Souls remake, which honestly is nice. It's fucking exhilarating, and I can talk about that all day. But a fantastic YouTuber by the name of Vidius, I don't know how to say it. I've been watching for a long time. I still don't know how to say him. I just call him Vadi for short. Uploaded a masterpiece talking about why Demon Souls remake is something special. Honestly, he does a fantastic job of breaking this down into just an amazing video. It's already got 1 million views, got 80,000 likes or 60k likes or something like that. It's doing really good, guys. Go check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Breaks down everything about Demon Souls and what Demon Souls spawned into the Souls series. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne. Sekiro's not a Soul game. I don't know, but I haven't played it. But anyway, Dark Souls 3, a fantastic game. Dark Souls 1, played the fuck out of it. Over 2,500 hours in PvP in Dark Souls 1. Over 1,000 hours in Dark Souls 2. And probably over 1,200 in Dark Souls 3, maybe? I don't know. I didn't play a lot of Dark Souls 3. But my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3 is on YouTube. You guys can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description of me and one of my good friends, a witty gamer who's a huge Dark Souls. Dude has probably 15 hours in all games. Dude, he has so many hours in Dark Souls. It's insane. Got me into Dark Souls, got me playing Dark Souls 1, got me into PvPing in Dark Souls 2, got me PvPing in Dark Souls 3, got me PvPing back in Dark Souls Remaster. Got me into Bloodborne, got me into the whole Souls games. I owe that guy so much. And my first playthrough with him is on the YouTube channel. It's funny. We had a blast. It's so long ago. And I kind of want to go back through it again. Maybe that's something we'll do when we get some time, since there's so many new games coming out, of course, and so many old games I got to go back and play, like Sekiro and Spider-Man PS4 and all these other crazy-ass games. So, anyway, Demon Souls Remastered. I'm sorry, Demon Souls Remake. Crazy. You know, that's the craziest thing so far. And then it's going to be coming to PS5, of course, which is awesome, considering Demon Souls is a PS3 exclusive. So it's nice. It's a nice little touch. I like that. So, and the cool thing about it, what he talks about in his video, sorry about that phone. Cool thing he talks about in Vadi's video, he talks about how Demon Souls had some extra content that was cut out that might be coming back, and maybe that's why they remastered it to begin with. So, or remade it. So, I don't know. That's cool. You know, he breaks it down. Guys, go check out his video. He gives you way more details than I can possibly give you about the subject. You know, he's very passionate, very diehard, intellectual, has it down to science. I highly recommend the video. Go check it out. It's fantastic. But Demon Souls, yeah, highly hope it's co-op. I hope I can go through with my friends. Again, I don't even know what to say. It looks fantastic. Go check out the trailer if you guys haven't seen it. Definitely a lot of love put into it from the From Software team, and I know that they're not taking point on it. They did give it out to some of the people that did the Shadow of Colossus remake, which again, also haven't played it, but I hear that's a fantastic remake, and some of those guys are taking point on the game as well. So I would say it has really strong hopes of being probably one of the best games for the PS5, if not maybe even, you know, I'm not gonna say game of the year or nothing like that, but it's got really good. It's got a really good company and a really good team backing it. So high hopes for Demon Souls remake. But anyway, those are the 3 games that I'm entirely excited about. There are some other games like the Stray game about the cat, some weird other games that were announced that looked interesting, but not anything that I would personally spend my money on. But what do you guys think? What do you guys are you guys excited for the PS5? You know, you guys are gonna get the Xbox over the PS5. Like I said, with the frame rate issues, I don't know if that's the PS5 struggling. If that's the case, maybe the rumors about the Xbox One X series being a lot stronger than the PS5. There was a bunch of screenshots saying it was more powerful, but I don't know. Right now, PS5's got better exclusives so far. So I don't know. Unless Xbox comes with some crazy shit at E3, like another Gears or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, what are you guys' thoughts? Anyway, my name is Majestic, and I'll see you guys for another video very soon. I'm out. Peace.